We all know life is uncertain. This year, especially 2020, has made this thing short. Many faced many losses, whether it was a job, a loved one, or anything. But many, even with such circumstances, started from the zero. Many people started following their hobbies. Many people started new business. Many people started doing what they always wanted to do. And many people like myself, we found ourselves. I found myself. There is one thing this year has taught me that it is even though I cannot change what happened outside me, I can always control what happened inside me with me. New Year has this very different kind of fresh energy to it. The atmosphere around this time is altogether kind of different. You can feel it, right? There is something about New Year. But yeah, you don't have to wait for a year to end and start something new. You can always start whenever you want. Even if you're watching this video after 6 months from its uploading date, you can still start your new year. Don't wait for the right moment. Make it happen. Time doesn't wait for anyone. We need to get normal with what is not normal. Life is all about moving on and accepting change. Start where you start. Yeah, this video is going to be about reinventing ourselves in New Year. We are going to plan our best, one of the best years, and there's going to be a journal, a kind of, not exactly a bullet journal, but it's planner plus journal, and there's also going to be a monthly, weekly printable planner. So let's get to it. Welcome, I am Rutuja, and this is my special space where I talk about spirituality, my journey of self discovery, yoga, and many random stuff. And if you're interested in this content, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's get to it. So, before going to our planning session, pause this video, get yourself a pen and a book to do some rough work or to list some of the few things which I'm going to talk about further in the video. And if you are going to plan your year after this video, then it's going to be a long session. Then make yourself some coffee or tea if you want.
Rita, what do we need? What do you need? We are need coffee!
So yeah, I have made myself some coffee. So before getting into New Year or before starting new thing, it is important to we do our unfinished business that we have for this year. If it is possible to do it within a week, and if it is not, then add it as your goal for the next year. The next step is decluttering. To start new things, you need some more new extra space. And this space doesn't need to be just physical. Decluttering can be from your workspace, furniture, social media, mind. It is important to let go and get rid of things which doesn't serve us so we can make space for the things we need in our life. Now we are ready to plan our new year. So before getting to our main journal, make a list of things, a list of goals that you have in your mind as of right now. It can be anything. I'm going to write my goals for the year in this book. You can write it down on a rough paper. Your goals may be short term or long term. Don't worry about long term goals. You can always change it whenever you want. And we're always evolving, so I guess it is normal to have a change of heart regarding some of our long term goals. Just write what you have in your mind as of now. It can be buying an apartment, moving to a different city, starting your business, or it can be anything. And as for short term goals, it can be a coming exam or a submission or a certain project or something else which needs to be done for a short time. While writing, what our goals are, we get clarity about what we want and what we don't want. So now we know our goals. You can either write it down on the starting page of the journal you are going to use for your whole year planning, or you can just keep it on the rough page that you have right now. Well, you can also make a vision board, or I have made a vision PDF. I actually didn't make a vision board. There are many people who make vision board on their Pinterest boards too, and I guess you can try it, give it a try. Search on YouTube how to make Pinterest vision board, and there are many videos you can learn from them. You can also do scripting for the goals that you have for 2021, and there is one more method to scripting. I got to know this from Mimi Icon. She's a very famous influencer out there. I love her. Yeah, so it's actually a letter to your present self from your future self. So the future self, your future self is living the exact life, your desired life that you want right now for your future. So your future self is that you, which is writing to you, to your present self. It's really a beautiful experience. I might sound confusing because I cannot explain it properly, but it's really such a beautiful experience. I mean, it just blown my mind out. Yeah, try it. Yeah, and as for the vision board, you can if you're going to make it on your phone or on your desktop or laptop, you can just screenshot it and keep it as your wallpaper, so you'll always have that thing in front of you, so you'll always keep on being tracked. Having vision board constantly in front of your eyes reminds you why you started it, why you're doing it, and where you're going to be. Now let's get to a journaling part, the most interesting part. So any of you, if you're a beginner in this whole process of journaling, then you can start journaling just by writing some quotes from the books which you liked, or even from some movies. You can just start writing down those quotes, and you can also start with gratitude journal. That's the best way actually. Even 5 lines for first week can give you a beautiful experience. Right now I have 5 journals for myself for the upcoming new year, and it's actually, let me show you. This is my journal planner for the year. This is a mind maps. I just put down all of the ideas which I think are creative in this thing, or I just write down any quotes or some information which I like. This is my gratitude journal. I write down how I'm grateful in this. This is my journal for thoughts. I don't write down daily in this one. I write whenever I feel. It's very healing, when you're sad. But even if you're happy, it makes you more happy. And then, yeah. And my last book, that is for YouTube, my content writing journal. I put down my thoughts about all the contents that I'm gonna make. So these were my 5 journal for the year. I don't usually buy new books. These 2 are actually some old diaries. I found them and I'm using it. So let's start our journaling. So this is my 2021 planner journal. And yeah, we first need to decide our word for the year, and word for me for this year is going to be perseverance, because for last year it was, I guess, courage, because I took many courageous steps. This year I'm also going to be courageous, but with courage I need to be consistent, and for that I need to be persistent. So yeah, my word for today, my word for this year is going to be perseverance. I'm going to write it down on the first page of my journal. On the second page, actually this journal is of 200 pages, and among the 200 pages I have given 14 pages each to 12 months of the year. So yeah, this after my word for the year, it is going to be my theme of the year, and this year's theme of mine is dark academia. Actually, it is similar to the last 2 years theme, which was self-discovery, because dark academia is also all about self-discovery and all the stuff. So yeah, the next thing we are going to write down are our goals, and we have just written down our goals on the rough paper, right? So I've divided goals into different categories. The first one is going to be about our health and wellness. Yeah, I forgot to mention that your theme can be different. It can be about self-care, or your theme can be about your freedom, that you want to have freedom in this year, or you want to be financially independent, you want more money this year. It can be anything. So choose your own theme. Yes. So yeah, coming back to the goals, the first category is of health and wellness. For me, I want to do my daily yoga practice, exercise, workouts, plus meditation for my body, mind, and soul. So this is going to be my 1 year routine about my health and wellness, and also affirmation to enhance my confidence, to boost my energy. The next thing is going to be about goals going to be about academics plus works, or work related. I right now I'm a student, so I have goals about my academics. My exams are coming up, so my goals are like that. If you're working, you can have your goals like that. If you want to have promotion, write it down. If you want to change your job, write it down. If you want anything regarding your job, write it down. Just write it down. The next thing is going to be about expenses for your year. You can leave a whole page or two for this thing, because it's going to be about a 1 year's expenses. I won't tell detail about it because you guys know how to manage your money. The next goals are about relationships. Relationships can be the relationships that you have right now in your life. It can be about improving those relationships, or it can also be about manifesting the relationships that you want. Also, there is this one thing. I'm going to follow this 5 hour rule from the start of the new year, and it's actually giving 5 hours, 5 days out of a week for a new hobby or any skill that you want to start. My skill for this 5 year rule is going to be learning a foreign language. I'm going to learn Japanese. So let's see. So next thing we have after relationships and all the stuff and all the goals is our wish list for the year. It can be anything. The wish list could be anything. It can be some places, some cities you want to visit this year, some courses you want to pursue, books you want to read, movies you want to see, some restaurants or cafe you want to visit. Just make a list of all the fun, adventurous things you might want to try. So yeah, we are done with what we want to do. Our goals. Goals are and our wish list are. Now let's move on were months. The first January, of course. So I have written it down like a calendar. I don't know if it's visible. I just have written down all the dates. I actually written it with pencil, so it's not visible. So you can also make it like this. I have just written a January word, and here are all the dates till 31st January. The next thing is going to be about health and wellness for the month of January. So as I already told you, it's going to be exercise, yoga, meditation, and affirmation. So I'm just gonna write exercise, yoga, meditation, and affirmations, and I'm going to make a tick for every day I do the exercise. Now the next page is about my schedule for the month. Here I'm going to write down all the schedules or meetings or submissions or exam that I have in this month. Or you can also write down birthdays if you want. Yeah, you can write down just any schedule that you want for the month of January. The next thing I'm going to write for the month of January is about my YouTube channel. So I'm going to write down all of the contents I am going to make for this month. The next thing is about my study, or you can write about your work, or I can write about my work too. Yeah. So it's going to be the things that I want to achieve within the period of this month. The next thing is about my hobby. I want to improve my sketching and portrait abilities. So I'm going to write down for how many times I draw sketches or I draw portraits on this page. This is about the new skill, which is the 5-hour rule habit. So I'm going to note down for this month on this page. The next thing is about the books I want to read, the series I want to watch, or movies I want to watch, or you can write down your wish list for this month on this section right here. The next thing is about expenses for the month of January, and then it's going to be gratitude for this month. You can literally write down a sentence a day. So you can leave around 2 to 3 pages for the gratitude part. And the last thing is going to be thoughts and reflection at the end of the month. So that's it for the month of January. It is the sequence that I said just now is going to be same for all the 12 months. So yeah, I haven't write down anything. I'm going to write down after this shoot, because if I write down things right now, the video is going to be so long. And after the December ends, the pages for December end, I have keep a section for this thing called as this year's best. So it can be anything. I'm just going to write down all the best things I can remember at the end of the year, at the end of this journal. So this was all about 1 year planning. So yeah, that was all about 1 year planning journal. You can also plan your year with weekly planners if you like, monthly weekly planners. I have made new printable weekly planners and I like the look of this image. I am very impressed with myself. So this is for week 1. I have my sign right here. Here, it's the it is same as the framework is same for. It's again the same. The to-do list, priorities, and some notes. It's very simple. I am a minimalist about these things. It's the week 2 looks like this. Yeah, you can also add date year here. I have just written down 2021. You can add your date and month here. Week 3 looks like this. And week 4 looks like this. And if you don't want this, you can use the old one, the old weekly planner too, which is this one. All this planning and journaling helps me to be accountable to myself, and I think being accountable to yourself is one of the greatest achievements. Planners make us intentional about everything that we're doing. So yeah, a very happy new year to all of you in advance. Stay happy, stay healthy, and thank you for watching. If you like this video, then please like, share and comment your views in the comment section below. And for more such videos, stay tuned. Till then, see you next year.